Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of like budget-friendly makeup. Almost everything that I have is from LA Colors. I picked a lot of it up from the Dollar Tree, actually. I've got a bunch of products from their Nude Glow collection, some blushes, some eyeliners. I also have a new eyeshadow palette. The palette I picked up from below. This is the What's the Tea Matcha Mix palette. I just thought this was so freaking adorable. That is what the packaging looks like with a little matcha teacup. I just thought this was so cute. They had two palettes. The other one was more of a yellow themed palette. I cannot remember what the name of it was. Unfortunately, they only had one of those and it was broken. Otherwise, I would have picked up both. Just a really super cute theming. Today, I am actually getting ready for work. I don't usually film on a work day. You know, I do rideshare with Uber. But the last couple of weeks, hold on, let me go ahead and prime my eyelids with a Milani eyeshadow primer while we are talking. The last couple of weeks, I worked a 4-day week as opposed to a 3-day week, which is what I usually do because I just wanted to kind of get ahead and get caught up on some things. My daughter's going to be going to cheer camp soon. The kids only have 3 days left of the school year after today. Today is Monday. I don't exactly remember the date. It's the week before Memorial Day. My daughter will be a senior next school year, and my 9-year-old will be going into the 4th grade. I don't know what to do with myself. They're just growing up so fast, but that is where we're at. Because I went ahead and I worked 2 4-day weeks instead of 3 days, that meant that I had, of course, one less filming day during the week, so I'm a little bit behind my filming schedule. So I thought I'd go ahead and film this morning just to kind of get a little bit of a head start for the week. All right, let's go ahead and start with blush. I bought 2 of their Nude Glow blushes. We have Sultry and then we have Peachy Keen. Sultry has more of a pink and a mauve tone to it, kind of a warm pink mauve, and then of course Peachy Keen looks more peachy. So we have Peachy Keen and Sultry. I think I definitely want to go with Peachy Keen because I think it'll work better with the palette that we're going to be using today. Just going to be using this little blush brush from Shop Miss A. Just a quick mention, both the brow pencil and the concealer that I'm using are also from LA Colors. We have the Ultimate Coverage Concealer. I really love this one. It's in golden. This gives me so much coverage and just looks so good under the eyes. Definitely going to be a repurchase. And then this is the LA Colors Eyeliner and Brow Pencil in Black Brown. This used to be like a full pencil. I've almost used it up. Loving this one as well. Probably going to go ahead and repurchase this one. But let's go ahead and try out this Nude Glow blush. Since it is called Nude Glow, I'm expecting there to be a slight bit of a glow to the formula. Okay, first of all, wow, I am barely getting any color on my cheeks. Oh, it's definitely nude, all right. I mean, it's so nude that you just can't really see anything. I mean, there's something there, but barely. Let me see if I can build this up. Then we'll move on to the highlighter. All right, so there's definitely a glow, but as far as pigment, we're barely seeing anything on our cheeks. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the LA Color Strobing. This shade is in Flashing Pink. I picked this one up from Walmart. They had an entire end cap that was like focused on LA Colors. I want to see what the formula is like because there is a little sponge applicator on the bottom. No, it's a powder. I wasn't sure if it was like a cream. But no, it's a powder. Subtle, but there is like a slight little shift there. It's got a pink undertone. So let's see what this looks like on the cheek. I'm going to be doing a blush highlighter just all around makeup declutter soon. So I've been testing out some of my blushes, highlighters that I've had for a little while. Just kind of remind myself of formulas to see if I want to declutter anything. There's definitely a glow. I don't see much strobing going on, and it looks a little more powdery than anything. Let me take my blush brush and see if we can blend this in. There's slight little micro glitters in there, and it's not as smooth as I would like. It's not awful, but it's definitely not the best highlighter formula that I've ever used. All right, moving along, let's go on ahead and try out the Matcha palette. You guys, we are just moving along with this video. I have literally like 30 to 40 minutes to get this filmed before I have to get my little one to school. So this is the color story that we're working on. I am going to do a few quick swatches. I just want to see what the overall formula feels like. I have used LA Color shadows in the past, and I have liked them. They did have these little quads that went with the New Glow collection, but they weren't really doing anything for me. I have so many quads right now. The last thing I need is more, especially if it's not going to be something that's going to add to my collection. I have those three. It's this one, and then this one I swatched. Just want to see what they look like. They're pretty pigmented. Hopefully they swatch pretty well. Okay, not bad at all. Those swatched really nicely. There seems to be 7 mattes in here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers. Let's go ahead and swatch some of shimmers. Well, that feels pretty creamy. That actually has a little bit of a shift. It looks like there's a little bit of a blue shift to it. So we're going to swatch that one. And then this one. And then maybe this green. The shimmers do feel pretty creamy. I'll swatch those right here next to the mattes. That's pretty. Pretty little bronzy moment there. It looks like there's little tiny micro glitters in this one. And then we have that one. These two shades look very similar to each other. The two greens. Like in the pan, they look different, but on, I'm seeing a very similar look. All right, but let's go ahead and throw a quick look together. And then we'll throw on some liner, test out this lipstick, and then I gotta get my butt to work. I definitely want to focus on this olive green here, so I'm going to take this pencil from Shop Miss A. This is the E129 is what I think it's called. We're going to dip into the shade, focus it on the outer corner, and then just start blending. We do have a pretty good amount of fallout here. Like I said, I have used LA Color shadows in the past, and I don't think I've ever really had an issue with them. The formulas have always been really nice. I've never had an issue with blending one. They've always been pretty pigmented, and that is beautiful. That is building up so nicely, and it's blending out without any issue. It's a really pretty grungy olive green. Oh, you guys who have been following my channel, you know I love orange and green. A really pretty olivey, grungy green gets me every single time. And considering that this palette was like $5, everything that came from the Dollar Tree was $1.25. This palette was $5, and the highlighter, the strobing lighter, was $3. If I remember correctly, that one came from Walmart. So far, I'm not really thrilled with the face products. But I have used blushes and highlighters from LA Colors that I really loved. I don't know if it's because these are called the Nude Glow. Maybe that's the reason why. But yeah, I'm not really impressed with the actual face products. Not the highlighter, I meant just the blush. As far as pigmentation and all that. More so the blush than the highlighter. That is really pretty. This look is coming along really fast. I think I'm just going to do this and then maybe go right into a shimmer. Taking Blend Bunny 1. I just want to take a little bit of that same olive shade and just take it under the lower lash line. You can hear my son downstairs laughing. He's supposed to be brushing his teeth, putting on a school uniform, but obviously we are procrastinating as kids do. To finish off, as far as the mattes, we're just going to take this shade right here and just kind of add a little bit more to the top. And then we're going to go right into the shimmers after that. So far, I am really liking the formula in this palette. It's blending really well. It's giving me just the right amount of pigment. The look is coming together really, really quickly, which I definitely needed to do today. I broke my nail. I am so unhappy. I don't know what happened. Yesterday, I went to run my hand through my hair and I noticed that it was cracked. Thankfully, it was a smooth crack all the way across and it didn't go too low. But as you can see, the whole top of the nail broke off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim everything down and just let everything grow back out together. I've never had a problem with my nails growing back fast. So they grow back pretty quickly. So they should come back pretty fast. I shouldn't have to worry about that. But yeah, it's just so sad that I broke my nail. Definitely want to go into this bright green there and just lay that on the lid. I think I'm going to do that on the lid and then just throw something into the inner corner. Then that's going to be it. Hopefully I won't have to wet this brush. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, that is pretty. I am going to wet the brush though because I'm getting just a little bit of fallout with this shade. I'm not surprised. Glitters like this can sometimes have a little bit more of a fallout. So I'm going to take my Bolero spray. I get this from the Dollar Tree. And it's a face spray, but I really only use it just to wet my brushes. It works really, really well for that, for helping with shimmers. And oh, wow, do you see that? Oh my word, that is such a super shiny, wet looking shadow. Wow. Wow, that's pretty. This look is giving me mojito vibes. Perfect going into the summer. I'm going to take just a little bit more of that olive shadow. Just kind of blend it here along the edges. I'm going to take my smallest blend bunny and go into this yellowish shade here. And we're just going to lay that in the inner corner. And that's going to be it as far as the shadows. It's a really pretty kind of a lemon yellow. Just adds just a little bit of an extra twinkle in the inner part of the eye. I'm also going to take that same shade and just go a little bit on the lower lash line. I don't have an ink liner. I used to have one, but I ran out of it and I have not repurchased it. So I'm just going to use my Epic ink liner for mix, and then we'll come back and we'll test out the Creme Gel Liners and the lipstick. With this haul, I grabbed 2 Creme Gel Liners. At least I'm hoping that they're going to be creamy. These are the LA Color Shimmer. We have Jammin and we have Glamorous. Glamorous is more of a copper gold. Jammin is a metallic green. My ColourPop Creme Gel Liners are my absolute favorite liners, but a lot of them are starting to dry out, so I'm going to have to replace them. I'm hoping that these will work really well for me. I grabbed some pastel liners too that I will be using or testing out in another video. I mean, if any of you have ever used the Creme Gel Liners from ColourPop, they are absolutely amazing. They're so smooth. They just glide right onto the eye. No problem. So let's see. Not as creamy as my ColourPop, but it's okay. The Jammin green one is the one that I am going to use today, but let me go ahead and see what the copper glamorous one looks like as well. Okay, that's pretty. Nice little coppery glow. It's like, you guys, I just realized I have glittery fallout from that shimmer shadow, the green one. It's like all over my face. I have to take a big fluffy brush and see if I can whisk some of that away. Alright, that's pretty. Definitely not the same as my ColourPop Creme Gel Liners, but it's not awful. Just having to work a little bit more to get the shade in the waterline. I don't have a mascara from LA Colors. That's the one thing from LA Colors I have never been impressed with, is their mascara formula. It's going to throw on this Level Up Mascara by the Uoma by Sharon. See, this is one of my favorite mascara formulas. One thing I do not do whenever I'm just doing my right show, I don't wear lashes. I like to wear sunglasses when I'm driving. Whenever I'm wearing my sunglasses, if I'm wearing lashes with them, they just smack the sunglasses. So there's no point in me wearing them. I have a lip pencil and a lipstick that's also from the LA Colors Nude Glow collection that we're going to be testing out. The pencil is in Melody. Looks like it's a pretty peachy nude. I've mentioned it before. Peachy nudes, just warm toned peachy nudes, or something else as far as lip pencils, I've been having a very difficult time finding. I have this one from Persona. It's the only pencil that I've just really, really loved. Let's see what this one is like. Hopefully it's creamy. It's alright. It's kind of light. Hopefully it won't be too light. Let's go ahead and test this out. I like a really smooth, creamy lip formula. Alright, first of all, definitely too light. It's a pretty peachy shade. The actual tone is pretty. It's just a little bit too light for me. I need something a little bit deeper. Definitely too light, and it was kind of tuggy and pooly. It didn't really go on very smooth. Let's test out the lipstick. This is in Pinky Swear. It's a moisturizing formula, rich creamy color, high impact, one swipe color. Okay, well, I'll be the judge of that. I think this was the deepest nude that I saw. I'm not really big on like cool tone nudes like this, but I thought I'd grab it and test it out. So let's see. Let's see if it has that high impact one swipe color. So, one swipe. And no, definitely not high impact. And oh my god. Ooh, that's light. That's looking kind of white on me. That's definitely not it. Whoa. No. I'm gonna have to grab something else and throw it on because, yeah, it's very, very creamy. It's very balmy in the way that it feels. There's definitely no high impact where this color is concerned. And yeah, definitely not one swipe color. This, I'm going to grab something else to throw on because there is no way I'm going to be wearing this for the whole day. This looks so much better. I threw on my lip pencil from Persona in 90210. I have been absolutely loving this. You will be hearing about this in my favorites. And then my Cloud Pout from Wet n Wild. This shade is in Marsh to my Mellow. And yeah, this is a much better lip combination than what I was wearing before. That just was not it. All right, let's do a quick rundown of the products that I used today. There were definitely more misses than there were hits. The only product that I just really, really loved, other than the concealer and the pencil that I've been using already, is the What's the Tea Matcha Mix palette. I really enjoyed this palette. Both of these shadows blended beautifully. This one was really pigmented. It blended out without any kind of an issue. I just love the look that I got from that. I do have a lot of fallout from this one. It was a little bit more on the gritty side, but if I had used like a more sticky base, I wouldn't have had the problem with the fallout. Sometimes when you have a formula like that, you do get a little bit more of a fallout. So if I use this one again, I would definitely use a sticky base. But overall, this palette was a hit. I did like it. The blush, it's definitely nude. There was barely like any color on my face at all. Like you can see something, but it's barely there. There is a slight bit of glow from it, but I was definitely not impressed with this. The LA Color Strobing Illuminating Powder. This was pretty, but I felt like it was really textury and not as smooth a formula as I would like. I can definitely see it there. There is a slight shift, but not one of my favorite formulas. And the last things that we used today were the pencils, the two eye pencils and the lip pencil, and then the lipstick. I did not use Glamorous today, which is the orange one. I'll test this out and let you guys know what I thought about that in another video, Instagram, TikTok, somewhere. But this one, which is the Flamin', I think it's Jammin', I'm sorry, not Flamin', Jammin', the green one. This is definitely not going to be replacing any of my ColourPop liners, neither will this. The shade was too light, but that aside, it was a very dry formula. It wasn't very creamy. It definitely tugged on my lips. I was not impressed with this at all. And this Nude Glam lipstick, this was awful. It was more balmy, which I don't mind, but it was kind of thick. Definitely not a smooth color. Definitely not high impact one swipe like it claimed to be. The shade was absolutely terrible. I don't like this. I don't even think on someone who is more fair skinned this shade would look good on. It's just a really bad shade, bad tone altogether, bad formula. Definitely didn't like this one. Alright guys, so that was it for this trying out some newish makeup from LA Colors. I think pretty much everything here that I tested out was from LA Colors. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel, guys, with getting the videos recommended. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought about the video. Have you used any of these products? I'm really trying to get my engagement up. That's one thing that I'm really having a difficult time with, is getting comments and getting engagement in the comment section. So definitely let me know, guys, what you thought about these products. Have you used any of these products yourself and what you thought about them? Have you picked up the What's the Tea Matcha Mix palette? What was your experience with it? Definitely sound off in the comments. Let me know, guys. I respond to every single comment that you guys leave. I love hearing from you guys, so definitely let me know what you're thinking about. If you're new to the channel and you are not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider hitting subscribe and join my little family. Make sure to tap the notification bell so you get notified of any videos coming up in the future. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.